Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, after the row over Cambridge Analytica, now we have the social media giants Facebook and Google moving to curb advertisements related to the upcoming abortion referendum in Ireland. Facebook has banned foreign ads in the Republic, and Google, which owns YouTube, has blocked all advertisements connected to the referendum as it enters its final fortnight. The moves follow concerns that external groups, including a number of US-based anti-abortion groups, are trying to influence the result. Porrick O'Brien has been investigating.
And our message to this government is that you will not kill our children.
Ahead of the abortion referendum in Ireland, the debates, the campaigns are playing out online. With the colour, the controversy, the complexity you'd expect. But with that, a grey area too.
Channel 4 News.
Anonymous websites.
You're the registered owner of that website.
Yeah, so...
But you don't know anything about it at all.
Yeah.
Mysterious Facebook pages.
I got a message from a group saying, can we use this? Can we re-upload it? Can we share it or monetize it or whatever they said? And I said, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You want to get the message? I don't know. It was an anonymous page.
So, Facebook, elections, the possibility of outside interference. Here we go again.
The campaign has divided practically every group in Irish society.
In 1983, there was another referendum. The vote enshrined the equal right to life of the unborn child and the mother in the Irish Constitution, the 8th Amendment. It was, in effect, a ban on abortion. In May, the Irish will be asked whether to repeal that amendment or not.
I remember the 83 referendum well. I was 10 at the time. I remember the posters and all the lampposts. I remember the town hall debates. The debate was lively. The debate was at times febrile. This time round, it's the same again, except with one explosive extra ingredient: Facebook.
While there are strict laws in Ireland regulating, for example, foreign donations to traditional campaigns, when it comes to ads online, it's a free-for-all. A new civil society group is trying to monitor Facebook ads ahead of the vote.
As it stands, nobody knows how much money is being spent on the ads.
Yeah.
For a lot of them, nobody knows who is behind the ad, who is spending the money to do the ad. For a lot of them as well, we don't know who's being targeted and why. So we don't know the location, the identity, or the intent of the people who are spreading information in order to influence the Irish vote.
I see.
And that's a problem.
What's becoming clear is that the anti-abortion, the no to repeal side is spending a lot more than the yes side on social media marketing. While much of that money is coming from individual Irish donors, some of it is not. And while the pro-choice groups we've approached have told us where their money is coming from, a handful of pro-life groups we've spoken to have not. And here is a case in point. This anonymous website, Undecided on the 8th, popped up in April. It says it offers unbiased facts in the run-up to the referendum. But its choice of some facts above others skewed it in a particular direction. Over 4 days, garnered about 500 fans, then disappeared. With the help of an Irish tech expert called Gavin Sheridan, we're digging in.
That website and Facebook page typical of a host of similar type ones. So the questions are, who's behind that ad and why is it so difficult to trace them?
Undecided on the 8th repeatedly paid for Facebook ads which linked to its own website. But here's the thing. During the same time, costly YouTube ads were circulating in Ireland from one of the official campaign groups, Protect the 8th. And their video was for a time directing people to the anonymous Undecided on the 8th website. The coding in the website throws up the most curious link of all. Ultimately, to a company called Fusati.
We're just giving what the world's perfected and offering it to the church.
It's a big Catholic digital marketing company based in Texas. And here's the thing. If you go to their Facebook page on the dates the anonymous website popped up, you find this. The Fusati senior management team in a Georgian house in Dublin in, quote, war room sessions with the Protect the Eighth campaign. Now, for all we know, Irish money paid for Fossati to do work for the campaign. But why the lack of transparency?
What do all these connections mean? It's time to get all real world about it, because the one thing they all seem to have in common is Mountjoy Square, North Dublin.
Protect the Eighth is a campaign brand of a group called Family and Life, based here. It's a Catholic anti-abortion lobby group, has been around for years. Its director, veteran pro-life campaigner, David Manley.
Sorry for approaching you like this, but we've run out of options. We've exhausted every way of trying to get some answers from your campaign. Do you know why your organisation is publishing anonymised websites like Undecided on the 8th?
No idea.
You don't. And do you know why Protect the 8th are publishing anonymised websites like Undecided on the 8th?
No idea.
No idea. Even though you're the registered domain, you own the domain for Protect the 8th. You're the registered owner of that website.
Yeah, so...
But you don't know anything about it at all.
Yeah.
He also denied any knowledge of Fossati, the Texan digital marketing company. He said the digital side of the operation was handled by people lower down the pecking order in his organisation. Finally, to foreign funding.
Does your organisation receive much money from America and from abroad, or not?
No.
You don't receive money from abroad or from America?
I can't say yes or no to that.
Okay.
Right. I hope you ask the other side all these questions.
We're putting similar questions to the other side as well.
Good. I wish you good luck.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're giving us answers, though.
Oh, really?
Mm.
One of the things that's perplexing about this is that David Manley and others are running a very effective ground campaign, articulating the sentiments of a large proportion of the Irish electorate. So, why bother with the opaque online campaigning? In a subsequent statement, Family and Life told us they've not been involved in any breach of Irish electoral law. Fossati, for their part, did not respond to our inquiries.
Do you think there should be any restrictions on abortion?
No.
What about a week before it's born?
No.
This is Caelan Robertson. He's not a veteran voice of the Irish pro-life movement. He is an alt-right YouTuber. Works with ex-EDL leader Tommy Robinson. Here they are together at a free speech rally in London at the weekend. The YouTube video we're interested in was filmed at a pro-choice demo last year in Dublin. It was designed to undermine pro-choice activists and went viral. Then it died down, but then mysteriously someone paid for this video to be pushed out again recently in the run-up to the referendum. We spoke to Robertson at the rally in London on Sunday and asked him where the money came from.
Somebody's paid for that to go viral again, hasn't it, on Facebook?
I believe it's probably Christian sort of groups who are wanting, because there's no other coverage. I got a message from a group saying, can we use this, can we re-upload it, can we share it or monetize or whatever they said, and I said, yeah, sure.
Okay.
You want to get the message out. I don't know. It was an anonymous page, so I don't know if it was sort of someone hiding who was maybe bigger than they are. I don't know who it was, and I looked back through my old messages and I couldn't really find them. So,
but you think it was an American Christian evangelical group, sort of?
Maybe, because they've got the money.
There are now growing calls from both sides of the debate in Ireland for a legislative clampdown on online foreign involvement. Facebook, for their part, have beaten the Irish government to it by introducing their own version of a ban. So, why does any of this matter?
This is a constitutionally binding referendum which will determine the laws of this country. It'll determine what doctors can do. It'll determine the way that our Supreme Court makes decisions.
Yeah.
And that's not something which is open to discussion globally, and it's not something which is symbolic. It's real.
In other words, the Irish referendum is not global chat room fodder. There will be nothing virtual about its outcome.
Porrick O'Brien, who joins me now. Porrick, in your report, the director of the pro-life group, David Manley, he said he hoped you'd put these questions to the other side. What do you mean?
He's talking about the human rights group Amnesty there in Ireland. Back in 2015, they received a large grant from George Soros' foundation, the billionaire who is sort of something of a bogeyman when it comes to people with a certain conservative worldview. Amnesty used that money to campaign for a referendum. They spent the money on lobbying politicians, organising events. Fast forward to November last year, the watchdog in Ireland, the Standards in Public Life Office watchdog, told Amnesty to hand that money back because the regulator deemed that receiving it contravened Irish electoral law.
And Amnesty's response?
Amnesty deny that. They're taking legal action against the watchdog in the form of a judicial review. They say the purpose of the donation was to increase public support for abortion. It was an extension of their ongoing work when it comes to campaigning for access to safe and legal abortions. And at the time, the referendum, the political process, was not live.
Pádraig O'Brien.